Hello, I'm Danny Allen, CTO of Desktone, and I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of cloud-hosted virtual desktops and cloud-hosted virtual applications. We're going to do this with two different scenarios. The first is that an IT administrator has received a phone call from his CEO, Nathan Rochon, saying, I love the cloud-hosted virtual desktop, it's great, but last night, you know what, I was trying to access it from my iPad and it wasn't very intuitive to go into the whole desktop. Can you just give me PowerPoint from my tablet rather than the full desktop? So the IT administrator says, hey, I can do that. And he comes to the service provider portal and he logs into what we call the Enterprise Center, where all of the desktops are managed and maintained, all a web-based interface. There is a pool in here specifically for executives. I know that the CEO's desktop is part of this pool, and you can see that it's running gold pattern, which is Windows 7, 64-bit. And what I'm going to do is say that all of the machines in this pool can connect directly to applications that they have. So I'll put a few ones in here for the CEO. First of all, I'm going to give him access to My Documents, which is a very convenient way for him to remotely browse all of his files. So I add that application. Now he indicated that he wanted PowerPoint, but I'll be generous and also give him Word. I'll add this application, and lastly he asked for PowerPoint. And I add those applications, I save it. And my work is done. With a few clicks of the mouse as an IT administrator, I've enabled mobility for my executive. So let's go look at what he would see. I can show that to you through the user portal, and I'll log on as the CEO. He puts in his credentials and you can see that he has a list of all his entitlements. He has access to his desktop, to data, to applications. Now the traditional way that he would have connected from that tablet would have been to tap on Windows 7, and as Desktone has been doing for a long time, he can give them direct access to that whole environment. But sometimes the interface is not very friendly in the mobile world. So rather than having the CEO say, I am going to open the entire desktop and go to PowerPoint, he can do one of two things. He can either click on PowerPoint and just open the PowerPoint application. Or maybe another way to do it is to click on My Documents. And rather than dropping him into the whole operating system, he just shows him, here's your documents from that cloud-hosted virtual desktop. And he finds one that he's looking for, he double-clicks on it, and you'll see that this PowerPoint is actually running on that virtual machine out on the cloud. So very intuitive way with our platform to publish both applications, desktops, and data. So that's one use case, which is the mobility use case. The second use case is for users who might not have their own virtual desktop running out in the cloud, and all they really need is applications. And a good example of this is I just added a brand new user to my Active Directory. His name was David Shaw, and rather than giving him access to a desktop, because he didn't need that. He really just needed access to a corporate app portal where I have a number of supported applications. And all he has to do is log into this portal and he sees that corporate application store. Now one of the applications in here which is somewhat unique is Notepad. The reason why I'm going to show you Notepad is to show you that these applications are not running on a desktop-based operating system. Instead, these applications, if I go to Help About Notepad, you'll see that these are running from a server. And so we support both models. If you're just trying to enable mobility for users who have a virtual desktop, you can go in, add that very, very quickly. Click a few buttons, enable direct access for mobile devices. We also support this second model, again, very friendly interface, but this second model that is a corporate app store where applications might be better managed centrally than in a decentralized environment. So that was the demo. We're very excited to be telling you and launching this new initiative around not just desktops, not just applications either, but really this transformational journey as we move from a virtual desktop to a workspace that comes as a service from your service provider. Thanks.